Hi everybody, this is Dan Toner, the Vice President of Benefits here at FFP. Today we're going to go over some of the more common misunderstood terms in the insurance field. Items like copays, deductibles, coinsurance, and out-of-pocket. A lot of times when we're offering health plans to you and your employees, these terms come up frequently as not understanding what they mean. So in our employee series of videos today, we're just going to start with the basics of what they mean for your staff and your employees. A little bit about our company, our website, ffpbenefits.com, where you can find me and my team. Pay attention to the resource section where you'll see several videos for not just the employers we work with, but also the employees that navigate through health insurance plans. So pay attention and you can come back to the resource section. A little bit about me and my team. Debbie, Joe, Sandra, and Ray, we work out of our Hazlet office. And some of the additional resources, we have liability, we do accounting and investments, and we have some compliance and specialists that help us with medical and non-medical products. This flyer will be on our website for you to access as well. So we're going to just jump right into it with the insurance terms we never seem to get. We're going to go over copays, deductibles, coinsurance, and out-of-pocket.
Okay, so for the popular terms that we see, copayment, deductible, coinsurance, and out-of-pocket, keep in mind one thing: these are all dollar amounts or percentages, things that you owe on your health plan. Some are flat dollar amounts, some are dollar amounts you owe 100% of before the insurance company gives you any benefit. Some are percentages, but they all are something that you actually owe for a particular benefit under your plan. First one we typically commonly see is a copay or copayment. Understand that that is usually a flat dollar amount, a specific total maximum you owe for a particular service. A lot of times we'll see that, for example, on an office consultation. So on the screen you'll see a typical, here in New Jersey, a typical office visit, 15 to 20 minute consultation, not talking about anything else the doctor may bill for like lab or x-ray or testing, just the consultation itself. Typically see about $125 cost for that. So when the insurance company gets the claim, if your benefit was, for example, you owe a $25 copay for that office consultation, the insurance company will take the claim in, $125. They'll deduct your liability, in this case, a flat $25 copay, and whatever the balance is, and in my example it would be $100, they would write the check out to the provider. So the provider gets the $125, 25 from you and 25 from your insurance company. But the point is the copay is a flat dollar amount that you owe as a maximum for that particular service. Another commonly topic that we hear a lot is a deductible. A deductible is a dollar amount that you must satisfy before the insurance company is going to give you any benefit or payment. Let's take that same office visit, $125, and let's pretend, for example, you don't have a copay. You actually owe a $1,000 deductible for office visits. In that same instance, the insurance company would get the claim for $125, tell you you owe the entire amount for that visit, and you'd have $875 remaining. So you would actually owe the $125 to the provider because you owe it in the form of a deductible. Next common term we hear is coinsurance. Coinsurance usually refers to a percentage that you owe, co meaning you and your insurance company. Typically, the insurance company is going to pay equal to or the higher amount. So popular coinsurance amounts we usually see are 90-10, where the insurance company is paying 90% of a particular charge. You owe the balance of that, which is 10%, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, or 50-50. On the screen, you'll see an example of, let's say you had an outpatient surgery, and let's pretend, for example, that your benefit was a 90-10 coinsurance for that surgery. The cost of a claim may be $4,000. So when the insurance company gets the bill, they're going to pay 90% of the $4,000, which is $3,600, and they'll write the check right to your provider. Then they're going to send you a statement saying that you owe 10% of that, which is a $400 liability. Ultimately, the provider gets the $4,000, $3,600 from your insurance company, and 10% for you, which is your $400. So coinsurance is a percentage you would owe. Out-of-pocket's probably the most important number, because what out-of-pocket means is out-of-pocket's going to be the ultimate responsibility and liability for what you owe as a worst-case scenario for the entire year. It's going to be the total of any deductible, any copay, or any coinsurance that you would owe. Once you hit that dollar amount, most likely you owe nothing until the plan resets. So keep in mind, out-of-pocket is your worst-case scenario, adding up all of your liability. Probably the most important tip that I can give you is to never make an assumption that your plan is calendar year or plan year. Deductibles and out-of-pockets will reset usually every 12 months. So regardless of when your plan renewal or anniversary is, first thing you should do is verify if your deductibles and out-of-pockets reset calendar year, which is January 1st, and it would run from January 1st to December 31st, or is it plan year, meaning we take a look at a particular plan design, see all the sort of benefits in action, if you will. At the top of the screen, you'll see sort of a prototypical design of a health insurance plan where the member would owe a particular dollar amount for an office visit copay or a prescription, a pharmacy, and maybe a deductible and a percentage owed for things like hospital and surgery. This particular example would have a January 1st calendar year resetting of a deductible and out-of-pocket. Let's say on January 4th, someone goes in for an office visit to a primary care doctor, PCP. The doctor happens to bill $110. Remember, the liability in this example is the member only owes a $20 copay. So what you actually owe for that charge is only $20. At that point, your out-of-pocket is $20, which is the sum total of what you'd owed up until that point. On that same day, the doctor gives you a prescription, and you show up to the pharmacy, and you have a $5 copay for your generic drugs. So let's say, for example, you walk into the pharmacy, they're going to ask you to pay the $5 copay. You may not be aware that the total cost of the drug, let's say, costs something like $38. The insurance company certainly will pay the difference for you between what you owe, $5, and the total cost. That may be blind to you, but that's sort of what's going on behind the scenes. Remember, you only owe your liability, which is $5. What do I owe? $5. And your sum total of your out-of-pocket at this point is $25, which is the addition of your $20 copay plus your $5 liability to that point. Now, let's say that on March 3rd, you go to the emergency room, and remember, you only have a $100 copay. The insurance company got a bill for $832. They're going to tell you you owe $100, and then you owe $7. The insurance company is going to pay the $732 on your behalf. At that point, you only owe the $100, and your out-of-pocket at this date is $125, which is a combination of your 25 and 100 all added together. Now, let's say, for example, that on June 10th, you have an outpatient hospital stay. It's a $6,500 bill. Remember, your benefits were that you had a $500 deductible and you owed 20% after the deductible. So on that particular claim, the insurance company is going to say you owe the first $500, which is your deductible. Now your deductible is satisfied for the entire year. Out of the $6,000 remaining, remember, you owed 20% of that, which is a $1,200 cost. That's your 20% coinsurance. That, again, is something you owe. What do I owe? You owe your form of deductible plus your coinsurance. And on that particular charge, you would owe $1,700. The insurance company would have to pay the balance. So out of a $6,500 bill, they're going to owe the total of $4,800 because you owe $1,700, which is your deductible plus your coinsurance. At that point of the year, you are $1,825 towards your $5,000 out-of-pocket maximum. Doesn't mean you owe $5,000. That's your potential from January 1 to December 31, and that's how it'll continue for the rest of the year. So I hope that explains how your deductibles, coinsurances, and out-of-pockets work. Have a great day.